Today has been a good day, and the goodness of today was a direct result of yesterday. And what I mean by that is that as hard as yesterday was, and frustrating in certain ways, today was like, it was like a hot knife through butter. It was the opposite of yesterday. So yesterday was just not, it was work. It was a war the entire day. Like I was in a battle, with myself mostly, but it was harder than I wanted it to be. But I stayed present and fought my way through the battle, and in that sense I won. I faced everything that I needed to face. And today was just like way easier, which makes sense because I didn't have a Jiu Jitsu tournament to compete in. But I went to open mat and trained, and just like, felt good. I felt today the way I wanted to feel yesterday. Like things were working. I felt, fluid. Yesterday, it's just so weird. Like I was really well hydrated, but for some reason I didn't really sweat that much during my match. Maybe it's because I didn't have a chance to warm up. But yeah, today just everything felt like it functioned the way it should, or the way I want it to. And it was because yesterday was as hard as it was that, just today was easy by comparison. So, I was just that much more ready for the day. And that's why I compete in these tournaments. It's not to win the tournaments, although, that is becoming more of a goal, I think, as I have higher expectations for myself. But it's really because regardless how I do in the tournaments, it's making the rest of my life easier, because the tournaments are just such a stressful thing for me. It's such a step up in intensity that everything else in life is easier by comparison. So that's really why you do it. Like that's the main reason to do it. I mean, I'm not an Olympian. Like even if I was the best in the world, I would be the best among 50 plus blue belts. It's not like this is not the level at which people get sponsored or make money from the sport. This is this is hobbyist level. And it's basically a bunch of guys who have enough time to train and want to go challenge themselves. And it's still, it's serious, it's competitive, you can get hurt. It's a fight, it's a real fight, but it's not the Olympics. So at the end of the day, even if you're the best in the world at our age and skill level, good for you, but there's you're not on your path to superstardom. It's just, so the best way to see it is this is training for the rest of my life. And that's always how I've approached jiu-jitsu. Like, that's why I love it as much as I do. That's why I get so much from it. That's why I give so much to it, because it's not just exercise for me. It's not just like a competitive thing. That's probably like the least, you know, attractive thing about it for me. Like, I would say first and foremost, it's, you know, I'm battling my own demons and winning slowly but surely, one day at a time. That's the primary reason for me that I love it. Secondarily, it's the friends that I have made, just the community through the sport that I love. And thirdly, it's the exercise. I mean, it's a great workout. Tons of endorphins, you burn tons of calories. It's just great. And it's, you know, despite the fact that it is, you know, violent or whatever, and people complain about it, it is possible to do it without injury and like for a long time. As opposed to judo or wrestling, which I feel are harder on the body. Jiu-jitsu is actually easier on the body. And so, yeah, I just feel like it's kind of the ideal sport for me because it's intense, but, you know, especially at my age, like, you know, it's low impact. You know, judo, you're throwing people, like it's a high impact sport. Wrestling is kind of the same. Jiu-jitsu is more of a chess game. It's a little slower. You know, and just kind of vibes with me more than either wrestling or judo, which I also, you know, love. I love both those sports, but jiu-jitsu is really the one that vibes with me the most at this stage of my life, and probably has ever vibed with me. Like it vibes with me more than anything else has ever vibed with me. So, like, I feel at home training jiu-jitsu. What else? I can't remember if I said this yesterday. On the way home from the tournament, we stopped to get some dinner. My lady was with me, and a friend of mine and his daughter, who they both trained. They didn't compete in the tournament, but they came to watch. And the four of us stopped to get some dinner. And he knows her. And the last time that we were together, you know, she was kind of being a little negative towards me, which I am used to and don't really mind. I actually kind of enjoy it a little bit and found it funny, but he didn't like it. And so he took offense to some of the stuff she said to me, and I was like, hey, you gotta understand, like, it's not a problem. And last night at dinner, like, she was being very humorous, and he got to see that side of her, and they connected in a way that they hadn't connected before. And that was beautiful, because he's, you know, a good friend of mine, and she's obviously a very important person to me, maybe the most important person to me in my life. And, you know, I want them to get along. So it was nice for him to see that side of her, which he hadn't seen before. And it was just nice to kind of be there. I didn't have to talk as much, but just to see them connecting and joking back and forth and having a nice conversation, it was wonderful. And it was a perfect way to end the day. So that was a good reward for the stuff that I went through earlier in the day.